Hey there, this is Clay with RelationshipInnerGame.com, and in this video we're going to be talking about 5 signs that a guy is into you but would never admit to. Ooh, juicy topic here. Okay, so the first sign that a guy is into you but would never admit to is that he waits about 3 days before calling you, okay? So, this is really common for a lot of guys, is that they don't want to seem too eager to let you know that they're like really into you. So they'll wait, 2 or 3 days before they call you, before they ask you out, before they follow up after that date or something like that. When whatever your last interaction was, they'll wait 2 or 3 days before that. And so this is just something that's sort of like hard-grained into a lot of guys' psychology, okay? I'm not talking about pickup artists. I'm not talking about anything else. This is just like your average guy, right? They'll just wait approximately 2 or 3 days. And a lot of guys don't even realize that they're doing this. They're just kind of doing it, right? And that's definitely a sign that a guy likes you. If he didn't like you, he wouldn't be doing this whole 3-day thing. He would just either call you right now, which again could also be a sign that he likes you, or he would just, wait a painfully long period of time. But usually, if a guy likes a woman and, wants to go out with her and wants to see her in a romantic context, if you look for the 2 to 3 day thing, that's a pretty good sign right there. Now, the second sign that a guy really likes you is if when the two of you get together and meet up, for a date, for coffee, for whatever, he's dressed better than when you met him. Okay, so I don't know where you met him. Maybe it was at the club, maybe it was just out doing some errands, maybe it was at some sort of class or group or something like that. But if he meets up with you and he's dressed better than whatever he was wearing when he met you, that means that he's probably trying to impress you, trying to win you over, trying to show how suave and sophisticated he is. That sexy devil. But keep an eye out for that. I know you women like to keep an eye out for how a guy dresses anyway, so keep an eye out for that. And if he is kind of upping his fashion game a little bit, then that's probably a sign that he cares a lot about you and is very interested in impressing you. Now, not all of us guys are very fashion conscious, but, if you do notice an improvement, maybe not like, super fashion model style attire or anything, but if you just notice an improvement, a step up from maybe where it was before, then he's trying to impress you, okay? The third sign that a guy is really into you is that he either, one way or the other here, he will either rush really quickly to set a sort of sexual romantic tone. And guys do this because they're afraid of being put in the friend zone. So they want to make sure that you see them as a romantic prospect. They might do this through flirting or something like that. But they'll typically try to rush to set a romantic or sexual tone, or they might really awkwardly avoid that sort of thing, okay? Because there are some guys out there that just don't feel comfortable expressing their sexuality. They don't want to come across as one of those like sleazy club guys or something like that. So, they want to, rightly or wrongly, they might be trying to do the whole nice guy thing, trying to, really win you over and take it slow or something like that. And so they might awkwardly avoid this whole sexual romantic sort of thing. I'm not talking about just like not touching it or something like that, but where they're like kind of like really, their body language says they're into you, how they're behaving says they're into you, but when it comes to like actually vocalizing it or actually, making physical contact in some sort of classy sort of way, they're not doing it, right? And it's kind of like awkward because everything else is pointing there. That's a sign that he likes you too, okay? The fourth sign that a guy is really into you is that he spends his prime time with you, okay? And by prime time, I mean, like Friday night or Saturday night kind of time, okay? These are often reserved for dates or for people that are really important to you. If he's like a typical guy who has a Monday through Friday kind of job, or, if he has some sort of like flexible schedule or changes or something like that, irregular schedule, it would be whatever his Friday and Saturday night might be, right? And these are like prime spots in his schedule because, they're downtime. He can stay out as late as he wants to, relax, sleep in the next day, all that stuff, right? He doesn't have to get up and go to work. So these are prime times for him when it comes to spending time with women or friends or whatever. And so if a guy is allocating this amount of time, this block of time for you, that's really a sign that he likes you a lot, okay? Now, obviously, I'm not talking about like the 2 a.m. booty call kind of thing. I'm talking about the, hey, you want to get together at 7 p.m. on Saturday night kind of thing, right? I'll meet you at this restaurant, wear a red dress, I promise. It'll be nice. Something like that. That's what I'm talking about, okay? I'm not talking about like the kind of last minute, like, oh, hey, I didn't have anything else to do. You want to come over around midnight? We can get some Netflix and chill. I'm talking about like real prime time kind of stuff here, actually going out to a dinner place or something like that, okay? That's what I'm talking about. And the fifth and final sign that a guy likes you, but probably would not fess up to, is that he talks about non-serious women in his life, okay? So this might be a little bit counterintuitive for women out there, because I know that there's kind of this like double standard when it comes to this sort of thing. But sometimes men will talk about the women that are in their life that maybe are attracted to them, or maybe that they've dated in the past, or maybe that there's been some sort of like romantic thing in some sort of non-serious way between them or something. They might do this just to sort of frame it so that you're seeing them through a romantic lens, like, hey, this is a guy that other women like. This is a guy that other women have expressed interest in. This is a guy who is desirable. This is a guy who has dated a bikini model before, And so this kind of thing is what's going to drive a lot of guys to basically impress you, to try and say, hey, other women dig me. And that's something that some guys will do. Now, they won't be doing this and they're like, yeah, man, I've been dating this girl and she, wants me to be her girlfriend and I really like her. So, like, that's total friend zone stuff right there. But if he's telling you, hey, there's this girl at my office, she's the secretary and she has this like crazy crush on me, but I don't really like her that much. That could be something where he's just basically trying to impress you by saying that other women like him. Okay, kind of understand the difference there? All right, so I hope this has made it clear to you whether or not the guy that you fancy might actually fancy you as well. If you'd like to learn more about how to meet, date, attract, and get commitment from the kind of men that you like, please head on over to our website, relationshipinnergame.com, and sign up for our newsletter there after taking a short, little, quick, painless survey, letting us know sort of where you're at and what's going on with your love life. We'll send you some tips, strategies, and advice to help you meet that guy and get him attracted to you and get him committed to you, okay? This has been Clay with RelationshipInnerGame.com. If you like what we're doing here on this channel, please go ahead and like this video or subscribe to this channel so that we can give you updates when we upload new videos to this channel. And other than that, please go ahead and leave a comment, get the conversation started down below. If you're a guy and you've been watching this video, share. What is it that you've kind of done when you've really liked a girl that maybe you're not so overt about and maybe you would never typically fess up to? Go ahead and share it down below in the comments section, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.